for my 0 viewers. Again, this is mainly for my brother and family. Um, but if you happen to catch it and find something interesting, more power to you. So I've had a drink and emptied the bladder and I'm ready to go. Oh, Sturgis's house. Yeah, that's where I left off. Alright, so I threw the signs up, and again, I want my brother to see just sort of like the links of what you can kind of get to. I know it's hard to see these because I have a street light right here, but you get the idea. It's really kind of just fun to play with. The different power armor scenes, I just mentioned that there's 1, 2, 3, 4 that I can easily get within like 45 minutes of gameplay. And in all honesty, if you gave me 2 hours, I could probably fill up this entire area with the amount of free power armor. Not only the structural suit underneath the armor, but the actual art, to give you an idea of crap I found just goofing around. And that's not even a heavy playthrough. I'm not really playing it through. Yes, you see all this glitching, weird, flashing road? That's the cabin house. Another issue. Ooh, let me run over here. This lady. Also part of new DLC for the USO from Andrew CX.
Hey.
You can get these traders. She has dialogue. I don't have subtitles on, but you know how scripts work. In Sunnyland, they don't.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
I will give you a quick look at her inventory. A lot of clean stuff. Laundered, new. And, I mean, look at that. For 24 bucks a piece, you can buy your pre-war money. Which, I mean, whatever. I usually use it mostly for placing. As a playthrough thing. But there's her, and there's like a... Well, I'll show you later. Alright. And that first video was an hour and 32 minutes. Believe me, I realize most people aren't watching that. If I see a video generally around 45 minutes, unless I already like the person, I'm not watching it. So, hello, family. Alright. What you'll see here, this is mostly from the static decorator, my friend ASTLEM. He's not my friend. I don't really know him, but I love his mod. And what that does is really give me the ability, you know what, just forget it, let's go to sleep. I can't. 12 hours, it'll be easy. I can't stand it when these people aren't at work. And I'm that guy. But I'm going to try to be a little quicker with my explanation of what's going on in this video as opposed to the last one. I know you can make these things without being live. Like, it would probably be better. Like, and I know there's a way to edit them and all that crap, but I really don't care. I'm not that guy. Alright, but I do love this particular store. This is Sturgis's house. So, again, if you look at his lore, if you go to the computer terminal in Quincy, if you pay any attention to the game at all, you realize that he is a big fan of power armor. And Tessa's fist, which I have here in this drawer, is one of the things that you get that he actually created, I think. I don't know. Tessa took a lot of bullets to the head and then she died. And she took a lot of bullets to the head. But as you can see, it pumps out like kind of a general store. Because, you know, but he's Sturgis. And what I've got about Sturgis is he's really my man. You know, Preston I hate with a passion. I do not like him. Especially as a male character. Because as a male character who's heterosexual, if you're playing a heterosexual male character, a cis male character, you are abused by this man. He is constantly hitting on you and telling you his sad story to sleep with him. And I'm like, dude. And the thing is, you can tell him over and over, hey, man, we're buds. Hey, besties. Yo, fist bump, bro bump. You know, hey, Let's smoke a stogie, drink a shot of whiskey, and ogle some girls. No, he's like, hey buddy, I just want to really let you know that you're like really awesome, and I really want to touch your penis. And I'm like, dude, get away. Sorry, kids. All right, 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece, 4 piece, 5 piece, 6, 7, 8, because the desk is separate. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 things. That's all this is. Now add it up all together, including 14, counting counter, 15, counting the map. I mean, there's like 100 items in this room that would normally just be like, and the frame rate would be not good, and it would just suck. The flip bar. You know what? Come on. So, yeah, I love this decorating scheme from ASTLM. It makes everything better. You're a god. You're a rock god. Good for you. Now, this is a house where I told you there would be gaps in that roof, but I didn't really mind because this roof in particular isn't as bad as some of the others. Sturgis. Sturgis is my main man. I put him in charge of the armor shop. I gave him a crap ton of power armor to play with. Oh, and if you don't know, take your power cores out of any power armor you leave in the settlement. Otherwise, your idiot settlers, the minute a stupid ghoul shows up or a random raider, they run right to your power suit. They run off and go fight. And sometimes you cannot get them out of that. So, but yeah, I'm a real fan of the static decorating. Right here. Not my own personal static decorating,
just about anything.
But
Guns,
the one from
computers, people. Just gotta have the right tools.
Sturgis, of course, I put in charge of the stock, sort of what, he's sort of like, the way I kind of look at this sometimes, I kind of like actually play this as The Walking Dead, especially when you got all the ghouls and you're thinking about Alexandria, and now you're always trying to build up these walls, and, keep most of the baddies out, and how it doesn't seem to matter how much you build and how much barbed wire and how much crap you put up. Occasionally raiders are killing all your people, so. I forget it was the nurse and like another domestic kind of lady who were in charge of the supplies in Alexandria, but that's kind of how I picture Sturgis. He's sort of the guy in charge of the crap. He'll sell it to you. But if you're new to the settlement and you need some sugar bombs or Instamash or a beer or a Coke to get through, Nuka-Cola, he's good to go. Now his bathroom, plain as hell. He's Sturgis. Does not give a crap. His dining area. I really, in my last playthrough, this is sort of similar to it. Man, and this is a sink that, by the way, not only can you drink from and get an animation from, especially from it's always glitched when you try to do it. Let's just move away. It provides happiness to the settlement. Now, this table, originally, I think it only had one meal on it, which is why I placed this way. But now you're supposed to turn this sideways, and there's a couple tables, so you can have 2 people eating. Brahmin meat, noodles, and corn. So delicious. Oh, the safe is a little bit OCD decorated. Again, you can't bump this, knock it over, which is great about OCD decorator. But again, I had to have the money, the mentats, I had to have all this to place it down. More food. Again, this is a whip. Normally there'd be a phone here. That's sort of a thing that I do. Phones and holotapes. I'm really into phones and holotapes because I think that's sort of what really makes a difference between my particular faction is that they're able to communicate and eat well. Alright. Scriptinators. Scriptinators is also a mod I love. I have no idea, brother, if this is available on the Xbox, but it's a big favorite of mine for multiple reasons. Not only are there plenty of cheats and a great way to get ammo, you know, if you're going for a Raider playthrough, they've got all the 30. You can get all the 38 ammo you want. If you're going through a sort of a Vault Tech playthrough, you know, all the 10mm guns and ammo that you could want. Ammo that you could want. So, but it also gives you people, female, male, or ghoul. Why ghoul? I like to make my doctor's ghoul. Why do you like to make your doctor's ghouls? Well, think about it. A 200-year-old doctor with a pre-war medical education in surgery, general meds, is a god in the Commonwealth 210 years after the war. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're a vascular surgeon. You're a brain surgeon. You're a person with a decent medical degree from Georgetown who happens to be a ghoul. To me, you're top of the line. So you want your doctors to be ghouls. And the male, and then the Minutemen. The Minutemen are great. Now I have a mod on and yes, by the way, if you're watching this video and not the first one, I have 100 mods, the max amount of mods on Sony PlayStation. Now I believe, now if I'm mistaken, please put a comment in and tell the whole world I'm wrong. Please don't try to use curse language. I use it occasionally myself. If you have to, you have to. And don't be one of those jerks who's like, you're gay and blah, blah, blah. 14-year-old lame comments, grow some pubes and move on, and then feel free to comment. But at this particular point, if you have something constructive to say or to help anybody that might actually see this, which I doubt, you can feel free to comment. I will not respond because I don't care. Alright, so, but Scriptinators. Not only can you put bad guys here, robots. You can go into God mode and give yourself a God ring. You can fill yourself up with ammo. You can have a Mirelurk guard, whatever. And this is before the new download or the new update from Andrew. So, or Andrew CX and 3 Lyric and all those guys. So to me, for when I got to really started to get into the settlement building part of it and the role play part of it, this is just you need it. The great thing about Minutemen aren't dirty. Okay, every Minuteman that you create does not have a nasty, disgusting face, and if you have them run around in their underwear, it's not just a nasty, disgusting, dirty face with a clean body underneath. If they are clean from the top to bottom, I tend to use Minutemen a lot just because they're clean. They come with crappy weapons. So. Now my Settler mod that I have, these guys can pop out power armor with mini guns and, armored sunglasses. It's crazy, but I don't always like it. I will tell you this about Scriptinator. No, not Scriptinator. The Settler mod that I have. Scriptinator is unbroken and perfect so far. I added a mod on that changed the Settlers, and unfortunately, they don't farm. Neither do the Minutemen. As you can see, this says Settler, and you say, well, Sean, there's my name. Shut up, don't tell nobody. Pizzahulk, you say, how do you get these people to do this if you're saying that it's broken? Well, you got to put a radio beacon on. And even though they're the same settlers with the same armor and crap, although I've redressed most of my people, they'll actually work the fields. In fact, they'll just show up and start working in the field. So, but if I were to spawn from a scriptinator a female settler, which this is for, they would farm. I could assign them farming. They would farm for like a day. If I fast traveled and came back 24 hours later, they wouldn't even be in the settlement. They're just gone. Alright. The mass area for my settlers. This is sort of what I try to do is match a little bit. Two things really. And again, like this is all just me trying out some new stuff. I built some cool settlements. I had a Vault 88 that was unbelievably cool. But it glitched and the save corrupted, so I got rid of it. But you know, I'm trying roofs and different things. But anyway, my basic plain area for my settlers. A big part of this playthrough and a big part of my playthroughs, you see all these holotapes. This is again thanks to the OCD decorator. Again, I don't remember the name of that person, but at least you know the name of the mod. You can look it up. For my PlayStation 4 friends that I'm showing this video for, congrats, now you know the name of that. And for Xbox, I have no idea. You'll probably use something completely different that works way better, maybe. But for me, I kind of play this crazed, my favorite role play is a crazed sort of, like I said, the day before I get to Sanctuary destroyed 210 years late, I had a beautiful breakfast and ran to a shelter and then woke up here. So it might make you nuts. So basically my plan is to sort of reintroduce the modern world through Vault Tech, because even though Vault Tech has pretty much destroyed my life, I'm crazy and I've decided to use it anyway. So anyway, there we go. And you take over the Minutemen and kind of corrupt them to your views. Again, everything's a whip. Normally this stuff would be filled, there'd be cold drinks in there, there'd be crap all over here. But this is sort of the basic area for people to go to sleep in. The top area eventually will be a full trophy room. Now all these bobbleheads are fake. My real bobbleheads that I've actually collected from gameplay are in my inventory. This isn't really my player house, because this isn't the place I usually generally live. But I just kind of want to give you an idea. These are safe. These are chests. You can place whatever you want here. They'll be fine. And I threw a couple mannequins in. That's my first Minutemen build, and of course what I popped out of the vault with the new suit. More guns, more just, you know, heads on the wall, and Mirelurk Queen Claw here, etc. Mostly what I've been doing in this area is managing my settlement. Loosely, as you can see, I haven't really built anything. I do like the carpet though. Cabot House. Stole this. What I love about Cabot House, watch this. That means any settler that I give a job in there, I tell to go in there. If I want to give myself a personal bartender, cook, the robot that has the chef hat, you know, whatever, I'm Mr. Handy, I can throw it in here and it'll stay in here and work. So I love that. This pool table is from Aslam's. I love it because it can't be messed up. And somehow I got the pool balls to fit in there. I don't really know how that worked. It looks like 2 ones. No, it's not. It's a one 9 ball. Anyway. But you get the whole house. And I mean it. Like you get the whole house. No, it says if you knew, and this is where I think I run into trouble. It says if you use another mod, the basement won't work. But there aren't supposed to be any sanctuary houses here with this mod. But I put that wall mod on, and I have, oh, look at the graveyard. I built that. I get the old houses, but it still gave me the basement, so. You're saying, where's all the crap? I took it all. Oh, look at this. Anything you want to take from here until you finish the cabot missions is stolen. So you'll still find some occasional stuff in the dresser. And I'm waiting to see if it refills. You know what I mean? Like resets like some houses. Like cabot house is great. Because it resets within a couple days usually. Got rid of some of the furniture out of here. This is going to be my kitchen. I just want to see if that fit, and it kind of does. There is a mod where you can get a sink, a sanctuary sink that you can place in here. It fits perfectly, and you can drink water from. I got rid of it because I wanted to make room for the mini mods on this video. Bam, look at that. And if you're up close enough, there's ripples. And I love this water reader. Oh, and of course, a little back porch. I don't want to spend long here. I scrapped some of the things down here. There's a bunch of boxes and crap. If you play Cabot House, you know. It doesn't come with beds. It comes with one bed. Yes, the Fat Man and the camera and the cigarettes and all that stuff are still here. I will tell you this: if you scrap anything along the walls, you cannot replace it because there's a glitch, and like you can really only place something like this would be the back edge of that shelf, maybe like right in here. It just won't fit flush anymore. So I scrapped the center of the room because I didn't like it, but I also thought I'd replace these, but you can't. I mean, I could, but everything would be like 3 feet off the wall. I got rid of a bunch of crap in here, shelves and stuff, but I wanted the loot. Thought I'd keep the ice machine, and I love these fridges that the doors actually open on. Some of the, like this dresser and this dresser, you can't scrap. I'm not trying to make you dizzy. I can walk a little slower. Cabot house upstairs. There's usually a camera and I think some smokes here. This is that little hallway that leads to here. The only thing you can scrap from here, I've already gotten rid of, except for the chemistry table. Pop up here. Now this has been replaced. If you're familiar again with the Cabot house, you realize that there's all these empty bookcases up here. I wanted some full bookcases, a little show of wealth. You know, we can drink whatever we want. We got toys, we got books, we got guns, and I just left that one. And I'll replace the cigar and stuff that's usually there. The rooms, I will tell you this. You can't take anything from here in the base game. You can't take anything from here except for one pot right there from this playthrough as well. Obviously, I stole some junk from here. Here, I threw some of the boxes from Aslam's mod just to kind of give it a more realistic feel. I mean, really, you got a closet full of papers. I would think you would have some actual junk in here. So. Only bed in Cabot House download for mod for this game. I place these on purpose with the OCD decorator. I can't break it. There'll be no other beds. You know whose rooms these are if you played the game. And you can place a computer, crap up there. I love the suitcases. The funny thing is, I picked this mod for this place, but in all honesty, except really the pool table and stealing everything, I haven't really used it. Okay. Alright. Next up. Oh, here's one. Check it out. I hate power armor. He's like Pizzahulk. Look at all these power armors you got over here. Yeah, they look cool, but these are mostly for my followers. Usually I stick them in there. What I like is this. Actually, it tends to look cooler with a gun. And yeah, you can get inside there. There's nothing there. Look at the ponytail, baby. Look at the ponytail. Especially on the way down. Ready? What? Alright. I just wanted, I hate power armor. I feel like it's really unexpressive. I like being an Atom Cat. I guess I like the Atom Cat armor. Let's see if we can get some ripples going real quick. I'll show the water mod. I love that. Look at that. And as you walk through it, too. But yes, I have a jetpack perk. You can pick it up at either Zamanja Outpost or Kingsport Lighthouse. Damn dog. I do have a mod that helps me pick up heavy stuff, but for some reason this dog is just like super heavy. But I can't stand it. You know. And it won't break up either. And like, it doesn't matter. I mean, I just dropped it off. It's out of the way, but it'll be back the next time I come. Alright. Also, any kind of car that can blow up, I blow up. I can tell you how many times I've been killed playing this game because some super meat and launched a rocket at me next to a car, and that was it. Alright, so you see the red rocket's been modded, and this is a particular mod. This isn't one that I usually use. I usually use clean and smooth. I cannot remember the name of the modder, but I would say I probably have at least 10 to 15 settlements with the clean and smooth mods. I love them. But this is actually somebody else's. Why? You can't get in. And it screws up the NPCs that attack, and they usually end up right around here doing this. Or here, and they get cut down. So, what's annoying about this mod? Ooh, we're getting a little glitch. Is all the trash. Again, one of the few times, and I know it's going to take like a long time, and I'm really sorry. But I kind of want you to see this. I do have a scrap mod on. I do not use the Commonwealth or the settlement mods, although I should, especially now that the other mod for the weight carry thing is gone. But anyway, as you can see, I can get rid of all this trash, right? And even the grass and the sidewalk. Can't get rid of the mole holes. And unfortunately, it'll knock my merchants off. Interfere with some of my stuff. But, and these are all prefabs. Again, I don't really spend much time on Red Rocket. I built some real cool stuff from up here. This is a great flat area to sort of build up and off of, but it's just, I wouldn't say it's my favorite thing. This staircase comes with the mod. Anyway, it doesn't matter how many times Although this stuff never pops back, the railing. I don't know why. But most of the stuff that I end up trashing here pretty much pops back up. And look, I mean, it's a good scrapper. I mean, you can get rid of a lot of this junk. That, but it won't last, so I don't know how great that really makes it a scrapper. Randomness. So, they got a workout bench, they got some of the static stuff. That's a chemistry station and an actual cooking station. Oh, these damn hedges. These hedges are messed up. As you can see, they're supposed to be right here. This is a broken mod, let's just face it. If you find this red rocket mod, it's broken, okay? And it stays broken. It doesn't fix. I've used it multiple times. It's never worked 100% correctly, but I kind of like it anyway, and I use it anyway. Look, a food station. Why would you do that, Pizzahulk? Well, I don't know. I just felt like it. Everything needs a little bit. Okay, it is a lit cigar. Of a personal touch, just to kind of add some humanity to it. But Red Rocket, oh, and for whatever reason, all my plants glitched, so I took them out. But this is, actually this whole thing glitched, so the only thing I left is this sink, which is, yeah, it's an animated sink. It does make settlers happy, though. Alright. No, I do not play third person. Alright, so let's get to Starlight. Starlight, well, I'll just go there, you'll see. It's a massive build. One of my favorite builds is I turned it into a spa. I don't know what I was to tell you. It was an institute spa. I just like sort of I decided that the pool of water wasn't a radioactive disaster, but actually a natural spring that came up at some point. Yeah, the car's going up. Alright, so to give you an idea, no, I can put statues up like this that actually move. They don't move from here, but they kind of look like they're wandering around. See?
Hey, General.
Always wrecking Fishner.
Yeah.
What are all these people doing? You know what? I just can't. Hold on. I'm sorry. I know you're like, what? No, you're showing me everything. Whatever. Oh, I need to go. Is this one? No, this one. No, alright. I need to go to sleep because my settler, I can't deal with the settlers just freaking everywhere. No. We gotta wait 3 fake minutes. Alright, so here's that table that's set up correctly. I like it. There's multiple ones. There's multiple ones now that you can look at. Different styles, longer, 4 plates, 6 plates, whatever. But this is basically my home. Most of the settlements will have a place like this. Again, it's incomplete. Let's get everybody where they're supposed to be. And again, this is just one of those stupid things about this game. I know I got some game-breaking stuff on here. I know that I've got 100 mods on here. But it doesn't change the fact that in the base game, your people wander off, your guards wander off. You can roll up into your, especially if you fast travel to a base at like, 2 a.m. Why do all my mods or all my NPCs have to pop out of the same door and just come walking out? Why aren't any of my guard on duty? Stupid. Anyway, I love this place because there's really only 2 ways to get in. This is sort of a hub. I'm going to turn this into a hub. If you're familiar with setting up your provision lines, a lot of stuff is going to end up connecting to this place right here. See, dogs, not Brahmin. That thing will kill. A junkyard dog will kill almost anything, or hold it on the ground while he shoots it. And believe me, he's well armed. All right, so what I wanted to do here was sort of a raider. There's my gorilla. A raider kind of look with a Vault-Tec escapee or scientist who's working on the food. And I want to use some of the Far Harbor stuff, and I want to lift stuff. Like, everything you're going to see in this video is not normal what I would do. It's just that this is where I'm doing my experiments, and I thought my brother could get an idea of mods. Alright, so here's my gun runner.
Huh?
No, I didn't really do anything to her. Here's my drug dealer. Doctor.
Not many doctors around these days. Should let me take a
Place to chill, nothing been placed. General store. A couple things I want to point out real quick about stores. I'm fairly certain that multiple stores do not generate more caps for your settlement. Like, if I mean, basically I placed 50 settlers here. I have that game breaking kind of mod on, and it really would. The frame rate would be terrible, but I could have 25 shop owners and 25 scavengers. I'm pretty sure you get the same amount no matter what every day. And I think it's, again, I don't know. I think it's 50 caps a day from one merchant no matter what. You're not going to get any more. Like I said, if you have 10 merchants, okay, you're not going to get all that caps. You're going to get 50 caps. And if you have 10, I'm thirsty. I have terrible allergies right now. If you have, 10 scrapping stations, you're not going to end up with a ton of scrap. You're going to get enough from one scrapper. Again, this should be a lean on balcony. Let's see. Drink coffee. Should be the other side. Yeah. Now again, my character will do this, but you can't really see it. But the regular, just NPCs, they don't use this. This is broken. I should take it off and try to move it in my mod order. A little bit of role play. Oops. Obviously I made that. Obviously I set this up. You'll see this a lot. I have a tendency to do dirty dishes on the right, clean dishes on the left. The cake pan. Again, one piece static, one piece static. This is two pieces where I added the cigar box. So 3. And again, I would not keep anything in these file cabinets. And again, another static piece. So, again, through this particular playthrough, these tables will be full of holotapes. I guess what I kind of went through is I made my Soul Survivor a bootlegger, if you will, a pirateer of holotapes, and I thought, what if you show up in the apocalypse with 10,000 blank holotapes and maybe 1,000 full holotapes. And I like to imagine that the holotapes have shit. Like, you can have a holotape that has every comedy movie that ever existed, or you can have a holotape that has every sitcom that ever existed, or doctor drama, or every classical music that they could record. So, because that to me is what the holotapes should do. Here's my spring. if you're not aware, one of the best ways to make money, and this is not it, by the way, it's not the setup, even though this produces 500 purified water. So, God, I don't even, oh yeah, it's in the shed. So 500 purified water, I should have a ton of extra purified water. Now I have the, look, here's the caps that I built up. Obviously, I haven't collected. I can't always, oh no, it is working. It's finally starting to work. Okay. I can't really tell, man. I don't really know. All I know is that this game is so glitched that it seems like in some of my settlements, I get 50 caps a day, whether I have 15, you know, vendors or not. And other days, I come, like, I know I took these caps not long ago. Fertilizer is obviously from Brahmin. And this is all the veggies I'm growing. And like I said, a lot of times, if I don't set up the original purifiers, I don't get extra water. But what you want to do is set up as many of these things as you can around where you can. Link your workshops and sell water all day long. That's new. That's new. It's a hydroponics thing. But I really wanted to make this a built-up kind of raider town. And like I said, I don't have a Vault-Tec rep. I was going to put him here. But when I realized I couldn't use regular settlers, and look, they do come in power armor, but as you can see, there's no core. I can't take it out of them to make them get out of the suit. So, whatever. What is it, Wasteland Workshop or Contraptions? Contraptions Workshop. Got my gorilla. He's a 24 plus to guard. My beta wave emitter is back there. Whatever. There's nothing like having a synthetic gorilla to mess with. I keep trying to ride him, but it won't let me. I can sometimes get on top of the cows. But not a gorilla. Alright. Yeah, so this was just more of an aesthetic build. I wanted to, again, see what the barn build looked like. I gave us those shops. I do love this one. Now, I thought I placed a,
Hi, how are you?
oh, I know I didn't. The normal shop rug does not produce happiness. Ugh. So even though you can place it here and have them wash down the counter that's actually feasible, it doesn't produce any happiness, so I used the one from the mod. I always look around for the crap that I decide to do, and here's a nice piece of pie. Some cooking things. I don't have any couches. I don't really have a lot going on around here at all. Do I not? Like I said, my last playthrough, this was a Tarberry Pond and sort of a institute above ground vacation spot, I guess. Would be the best way to describe it. And again, there's some scriptinators. So this is where my people are coming from. I guess there's 3 entrances. But the turrets are going to light you up. And if you blow them up, you still got to get past these, which is really hard for the NPCs. So they'll just be like, you'll see them. While homie's over there taking care of them. Eventually.
Yes?
Where are you supposed to be? Go to work. Go to work. Ugh. A player home. Alright. Speeding it up. 10 Pines. 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 10 Tin Pines is always a tough area to build because it's small and the terrain is weird. And even with the clean and smooth, and this is a clean and smooth mod, same as the Starlight. Do I have anything on Starlight? I can't remember. Anyway, Tin Pines is definitely clean and smooth mod. And again, what I like about the clean and smooth mods, one, it's clean. It gets rid of a bunch of crap. Tree limbs, rocks, whatever. Even some of the stuff that you can't always scrap, just pop it in the air. I like the glass. But again, kind of a rudimentary, but nice, comparatively, settlement. So we have a general store, we got our lights, we got our Tin Pines Market, that's what it is. I like that.
Easy living this.
We literally, it's like a little grocery store, Magic Mart, whatever. And move on. Now.
Business is good.
Stick to the roads, and you got a better chance of surviving. Crops been growing pretty good lately.
Make a move and I'll end you, Wastelander.
I wanted to use the junk wall. I did pretty good. And then I got to an area where the terrain wasn't working, so I went with concrete and finished up with wood. I got plenty of people to work the fields. Again, it takes, with the settler mod that I have on here, the advanced settler mod or whatever it is, it can make it so, well, no, your settlers won't, they just won't pick crops. Inside, it hasn't really been role played, hasn't really been filled out. I love this scanner thing, the NPCs play with it. It's hard for them to get inside. Most of them land here. Sometimes they get stuck on this, but most of them actually, see, most of them land here, walking in this direction. But occasionally it'll slide them into the inside. I don't know what that's about. Again, holotapes go here. Chill spot is here. Now, we will move, I did my power pylons in yellow, I don't know why. So when you move here, you've got this. And
Good caps to be made.
this. And that's with the mod, that is clean and smooth. This is one of the smallest, you know, next to Zamanja build areas. But I feel like it did a good job with, you know, the available space I had. Alright, let's move. Nah. We'll go back to the top. Alright, well, I'll show you Sunshine Tidings. Because I'm curious, because I reloaded the load order and see if it fixed the mod that I have placed on here. It's really one of my favorite mods, and Sunshine Tidings is really one of my favorite places. But it keeps breaking. And not only in a game where I have 100 mods, but in a game where I have like 30 mods. So. And I've learned a lot about load order, and I just don't know what's happening. No, it's not fixed. Nope. There's a whole storyline. Based on that. This is still not fixed. Why won't you fix? Fix. I will try again later in the load order, but there's a clean version of this I love. It's just not working. Alright. I haven't really done anything here. Let's get somewhere where I've done something. Not Zumanji. Alright, I'll show you an obnoxious, not everyone. This is like complete decadence and obnoxiousness on a settler raider level that's just beyond ridiculous. It's completely unnecessary, but again, this is more of an experiment, you know. I'm really trying to reinvent this game, which I really enjoyed. Obviously, I wouldn't be making my first videos with my actual voice on it. But I love that when you fast travel here, you come inside. But and it's interesting, and we'll run up the road here. Sometimes it looks cool when you approach a place. So, I mean, look at this. This is Eager Tourism Marina. I don't know how many of you really like this place, or even really. I mean, some place. I know there's a ton of people that played through and got their, or didn't even, but you got your 8 settlements out of like 30 some odd settlements, I think, with the DLCs. So this might not be a place you know, but if you're familiar with Eager Tours, you're already like, what the heck? Yes, a lot has happened. So you come in, this is going to be an agora, or a market. I've got a couple of random settlers I sent here, because I forgot to turn my beacon off at another place, working some of the crops. I need tons of razor grain to make some things I'm getting ready to make, so I'll be glad for that. I built... Oh, God, it's always nighttime! It's frustrating. No. I don't fast forward unless I can get to 8, not 8:53. This will give you an idea how time passes in this place. There are mods that can change that. Almost. Here we go, 5 hours. And even though there's only 3 people here, I want them to be where they're supposed to be, just the same as there are 53 people here. Chemistry, storage, armor, storage, food, roleplay, food, storage, cooking, etc. There they are. Alright, for whatever reason, this elevator broke to hell. I wonder if I can get the button to work. Holy smokes, there they go. It's still not right though. Where's the... yeah. Let's see if we hit 1 again. I'm sorry, but the control, as you can see, there's been a major glitch here. Anyway, if you look at the panel, there's nothing there. They got stuck up there. Glitchy game. Anyway, I put a wall up. A cement one. I just want to see what it looked like. Obviously, I messed up here. But as you can see, it would be difficult. You can't like Minecraft like jump your way in there. But You can certainly do this, but I mean, there's turrets around. Alright. This is so glitched, and a lot of things got messed up, and I had to replace a lot of things with stuff that doesn't really make sense. Including this piece right here. The elevator's broken, everything's like broken. I need to redo this whole thing. And I spent way too much time on this place. But the idea is that, and I already placed all this stuff. This is my personal area. It's elevated. It's got a high place to shoot from. The walls are good. I can literally run. This isn't finished, but I might leave this open here. And jump over here to my walls to jump to the defense of my people from evil, oh, red stacks. Oh no. I was gonna say, what are we shooting at? We kill the other red stacks, probably. I think I hear voices. Ooh. I do like to instigate battles. Ooh, crit. Just for fun. Alright, I'm out. Wait, what am I looking at? Oh no, I didn't do that place. Alright. So, blah blah blah. As you can see, it's just a huge... Again, I'm looking to do a big raider town. This place is pretty close to what I would be looking to do. But I don't know if I would do it here.
Huh?
Huh? So, alright. And you know what? I'm going to cut this video. I got a sub in the fridge. I'm going to go grab that. And then that way this one hopefully won't be an hour and a half like the last one was. And we can break these up into a few different videos.